Hey Flosstube, it's Megan, covered in threads, working on cleaning out the craft room, so it's kind of everywhere. Anyway, hope you're all having a great day. Today is Friday. June 6th? No, June 5th. Yeah, brain's gone. Totally gone. I'm impressed I even knew what today was. The only reason I knew the date, wrong, is because I saw 6-5 and I, for some reason, said 6-6. Who knows? Anyway, hope everybody had a great Maynia. For those who did Maynia, in whatever way you did Maynia. And just hope the stitching, creative craftiness that you're all doing is going fantabulous. I am going to jump in, kind of show what I did over this last month. Maynia starts, other things, just kind of what I've been working on. And don't really... I have one thing of haul for only one reason, and other than that, it's pretty much same old, same old. So I'm just going to dive right in and show you what I've been doing. Okay, so the first thing this is a work... I know this was one I worked on. This was not a Maynia. Was The Story of the Zodiac by Soda Stitch. We know I love me some Soda Stitch. And... that goes over there. And with this one, this is kind of a mini finish, because I finished up Aquarius. There we go. How cute! Oh, I seriously love Soda Stitch. So adorable. Big minds. Yep. I'm next. Pisces. I'm a Pisces. So Pisces is next. I've already done Pisces once, but this time it'll be on the full long line with all of them. So this is going to be kind of fun. Excited to see. This bag doesn't want to zip. Oh well. Okay, this one was a Maynia start. And this is Mirabilia Sleeping Beauty, I believe. Let me look. Let me look. Yep, Sleeping Beauty. It's an old one. And it's kind of crazy on the older patterns because it's all on one big page. So usually a lot of the Mirabilias now, for the bigger ones, half is on the front, half is on the back. This one big, gigantic pattern. So, and this one, I'm stitching on a 32 Lugana in Nessie by Picture This Plus. And, okay, pretty sure it's that way. It's kind of got that start right there. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. Really excited for this one. Yeah, I have to put them back as I go, or it's going to be a disaster. I mean, y'all know I have, like, I think I'm getting close to 200 whips. Yeah. Okay, next one. This was another Maynia start. This was Desert Princess, aka Jasmine, by Brooks Books. I'm so glad it's back and designing some really cute stuff. This is on a pretty sure 32 African Sunset, I think. And make sure I position this right. Oh, yep. Okay, there we go. And so that's kind of the start of her pants. I actually really like the colors. Works really well together. So that was a fun one. Oh. And then we started Sloth by Heaven and Earth Designs. I have all the 7 Deadly Sins kitted up by Hade, so nice. Yeah, this is a 30-inch by 22-inch 25 count Lugana. I'm doing this 1/1 in full crosses. So I have gone back and forth between full crosses, 1/1 full cross on 25 count, and then 2/1 tent. I'm kind of sixes, honestly, with it. This one I was doing the full cross, and I was actually, if you look, I kind of was doing it, kind of started doing it diagonal. Which I haven't done diagonal. I'm kind of playing around with different things. I can't park. I've tried. It was a disaster. So I figured I'd try the diagonal because I know a lot of people who do the diagonal say it takes the lines out. So, and then on another one I'm kind of trying maybe doing 10 by 10 squares or just, I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason to what I do. I just try it all. Though I think for the deadly sins that have big chunks of color, especially in the border, it lends itself well to doing a diagonal kind of thing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I have a feeling that those that I have some that I started doing full crosses and then I switched to tent, and I think I'm going to switch back to full crosses. I don't know. I'm weird. This was another start. This is Halloween by Raise the Roof. Oh, fabulous Halloween patterns. And this is on a Jodry Designs fabric, and this was one of the fabric of the months. It's a 32 count Murano, and it was the October 2019 limited edition, and the name is Wicked Witch. So far I got just kind of that square outlines. Getting that started. Love the colors popping off this. So perfect. Okay, oh, this was another start. This is Christmas Sentiments by Stony Creek. Love a good Christmas pattern too. This one was done by Mo's Sale. So she kind of kitted these up so it has her floss. And then I think might be the called for fabric. I think looks like it might be 32. Anyway, just kind of started on the one tree. Yep. For all of those, for those of you who have used Mo's, it has the Mo's Sale smell. Yep. I love that smell. It's just, I don't know, it just makes me happy. And considering how much of her floss that I have, yeah, it's happy. This was another new start for Maynia, Through a Father's Eyes by Paula Vaughn. I also have the Through a Mother's Eyes. Put together a swing set the last 2 days at my parents' house, and my back is feeling it. This is on I Have Absolutely No Clue. Some tanny color. Probably 32. Only have teeny tiny bit done. Right there, you can't really see it because it blends in. You can sort of see it. But it was the top of the drawer. So I got a good chunk done on that. Good little tiny chunk done on that. Not a big chunk. Not a big chunk. Little chunk. Little chunk. What I finally started doing with Maynia was just stitching. So I'd cut a strand, and then I'd pull off the strand. They're already all cut. You gotta love my Annie's keepers. So I would just pull a strand off, and then once I used all 6 strands, then I would call that project finished and move to the next one. So that's what I started doing. Okay, this one's the Mirabilia Santa's Magic. This one's a gorgeous one. And this one I'm doing on a 32 Lugana in Heartland from Picture This Plus. Because a lot of that sleeve and everything is the fabric itself. You don't actually stitch it. So I just got some gold stitched up there. I think it's going to look really pretty. I'm excited for this one. Excited. As if I need more starts. I still have like half a tote over there. Full of ones ready to go. Yep. Okay, this one was another new start. This is Rapunzel by Brooks Books. There we go. Really pretty one. I love the tower and the dress with the little lanterns floating around. Very clever. This one, again, I don't remember the name. I know it's a fabric flare. Tadema's palette. Maybe. Anyway, so it's got a bit of the purple. But I love all the colors in this one. It just, I mean, doesn't that just remind you like she's floating on the water with the lanterns rising up around her? Love it. That one was an exciting one. Yeah, my craft room got really out of control like 2 weeks ago. So I had another group that they were wanting to like have people have videos or stuff for things that they did with stitching or just crafty stuff in general. And so I kind of said, you know how I pair up patterns with some pretty funky fabrics. So they wanted to know, you know, kind of what I did, my process and whatnot. So I went through all of my whips and my plan starts and kind of pulled out the ones that were the kind of crazy fabrics that were not your necessarily, you know, single color or not necessarily a color you would put with that. Yeah, that was 2 videos. The first one was 35 minutes. The second one was like an hour and 49 minutes or something like that. Yeah, and that wasn't even on my whips. That was just the funky pattern, the funky fabric pattern matches. I got too many projects. Lady of the Flag. This was the I called it my coup de grace of the pairing fabrics with patterns because I absolutely love it. So this is a 28 even from Fabric Flair, and it's in Hocus Pocus, and this is available. And I flipped it upside down because I thought it looked better. So you kind of have the blue that looks like waves, and it kind of looks like the sky. So we got the flag started up there. I think she is going to look stunning. Very excited. This one. I have another project that's been calling to me lately that I've been working on almost exclusively, so she hasn't gotten much more love, but she will. She will. Okay, next, another Brooks Books. We got Tiana, New Orleans. And this fabric I chose because it reminded me of New Orleans. This is actually the other half of the one that I'm stitching Rapunzel on. So this is the other half of the fabric. I think it's the bottom half. So let's see. How is this going? I'm going to pause a second because I hear footsteps. It was the hubby. I guess the new Command & Conquer Remastered came out, and so Mr. Wesley is playing it. Daddy has been playing it most of the day, and now Wesley gets to take over. So here we go. That's how far I got on Tiana. I mean, it just seems New Orleans to me. I just feel New Orleans. Never been there. But just from the movie and all of that, it just felt right. Okay, next, personal favorite, we have Stargazer from Mirabilia. Love this one. And I have put her on a fabric flare. And this is a 28 even weave opal, because this one needed to be opal. And the fabric is called Looking at the Stars. Yep, you can tell I've got her arm there. So she's going to fill up the bulk of it, but she's literally looking at the stars. Yeah, love this one. So yeah, got her arm outlined. The outline of her arm. Just love the feel of this fabric. So nice. And I know my next fabric party should be coming pretty soon. Okay, then we've got Lilith of Labrador. Basically, all of these were all Maynia starts. So, I think that the Zodiac was the only one that wasn't a Maynia start. So far, all of these have been Maynia starts. So Lilith of Labrador. This one. Absolutely love it. And this one is on a fabric flare. Let's see. February. Okay, so this one will be available in August for the general public, if you're wanting it. So this is 28 even weave fabric flare, and it's called Spring Smoke. This gorgeous purple, and then get up close, and I did put a little sparkle in there. You can sort of see it. But anyway, got a good chunk of her face, and kind of started into her hair. Love this one. Absolutely love this one. Because the color of the fabric is just enough to offset it where she's not going to blend in. And of course you've got the back stitching, so that's going to help it stand out even more. But she won't get lost in the fabric. Okay, then we've got Cloud's Factory, and it's the Hocus Pocus spell that they chant to turn the boy into a cat. To turn McGee into a cat. If you watch NCIS, you know what I'm talking about. When I finally put that together, I was like, oh my gosh, it's McGee! This I'm stitching on a Dying for Cross Stitch by Kathy Davidson fabric. And it's a 14 count Ada opal. One of the few Adas I stitch on. And it's actually pretty nice fabric. I don't mind it that much. So just kind of have that middle part there. So you can see it in person. So part of me thinks I might go back and outline some of the darker ones in white, just like a single strand of white, just to give it a little more pop. Haven't decided that yet. So that's for a friend. Okay, and then this start, Victoria Evchenko, another personal favorite. Esmeralda, a very underrated Disney character. Actually, that whole movie's underrated. They really need to do more with Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't think I've actually watched the second one all the way through. I need to watch the second one. It's okay. It's not horrible. And we just kind of got started on her face. This is... What is this? Oh, hang on. Let me grab my book. Oh. I got my Disney Princess Designer Collection, Mulan. And so I started jotting down the pattern, the fabric, when I start it, when I end it. So let me see, because I'm pretty sure, because I wrote down all my new starts. I just have to find it. 32 Lugana in Incoming Storm from Under the Sea Fabrics. It doesn't have the tag because I used the other part of this. It's cut off. I used the other part of this for another pattern. So, but that's an Under the Sea Fabric. Incoming Storm. Yeah, when I was just about to say, when I start getting caught up on stuff and need to start building up my fabric stash again, yeah, that's not going to happen. anytime soon. That was a really good fabric in the month club. Really good. I liked it. Another Brooks book. Brooks Books. Snow Princess, aka Elsa. Yes, my 4-year-old is still obsessed with Elsa. Elsa, she likes Elsa and Bruni. If you don't know who Bruni is the fire salamander. That is his name, is Bruni. He and 3 of the 4 have names. The rock giants don't have names. I don't know why. They're just rock giants. But then Bruni's the fire salamander. And then Gale, of course. Olaf names the wind spirit Gale. And then Nock is the horse. So yeah. This one did not get much done. Trying to remember. Okay, that's the way it goes. This is on another fabric flare. Pretty sure it's 32 count. No, it actually might be 28. Don't ask me what it is. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. Now, like, I literally will have to go up there and look it up because I don't remember what this one's called. But it's got a little bit of start over there. But kind of have this. This is, I don't know why it's showing up white. It's actually purple. Looks like it's showing up white. But it's a purple. You can kind of see it more there. There we go. Perfect Elsa colors. Though, according to my daughter, only blue is Elsa's colors. She completely ignores the fact that she wears all these different colors in the second movie. No, it's all about the blue. Blue. Everything's blue. Another Victoria Ivchenko start. This is Alice with the white rabbit. I love all this series that she did with them holding their things. My favorite is probably Megara holding a little Hercules or a little Hades. It's adorable. Okay, this one is a fabric flare. Let me remember the name of this one. It was... Okay, so it's the Send Me Love medley. So this is one of the medleys that has 4 different prints in one piece of fabric, so you can cut it out. And so this is a 28 even weave. And I just got there at the top, just a little bit of her hair. So she's in the, you can learn a lot of things from the flowers, but especially in the month of June. Hey, we're in June! We can learn stuff from the flowers this month. I haven't seen that movie in a very, very long time. I like the new ones. The Tim Burton ones. Next, got Bella Filipina. Anemone. Anemone. Phenomena. Yeah, that's kind of a crazy one to pronounce. And then this is on a 18 count Aida fabric flare, and the color is Chalk Dust. Ugh. Gorgeous, beautiful. I just have a little tiny piece done. I think it's part of her dress. Little piece. Yeah, that one's a fun one. Okay, this one was definitely a fun start. Though I had to debate back and forth, because if you stitch Victoria Ivchenko, you know that she does full crosses and half crosses. And sometimes you can tell just by looking at the picture which are full and which are half. Well, the ones that she had set as half, when I was looking, I was like, I don't know if those are really half stitches. I decided for the fabric I chose, I was not going to do half stitches for her dress, because it just wouldn't work. I needed the dress to stand out and to kind of hide the background so that the background will pop where there isn't stuff. So this is Sailor Moon. Beautiful, light, airy. I like this one. This one I'm doing on a 28 even weave. This is a fabric flare, and the color is Blooming Pretty. Yeah, I was going to be doing full crosses, so I just got that little tiny bit start of her dress. Because it is that lighter tan, I wanted it to stand against the brightness of this background. So I think it's going to look absolutely perfect. Oh, look! Free string, anyone? Comes with every fabric you get. Nobody charges you extra for the free string. That's the reason why it's free string. Okay, this one is Siren and the Shipwreck by Mirabilia. Love this one. I can hear him. You can probably hear him. They're playing Command and Conquer. My 8-year-old really gets into games. So this is on a 32 count Lugana, and the fabric, it's Fabrics by LJ, and the color is Princess. So on this one I had to do, let me see. Okay, I think it's this way. Because I had to play flippity floppity and all that stuff to get the positioning. No, I lied. It's this way. There we go. Because that's her tail. It's part of her tail. So I had to kind of figure out the right positioning for the light. Yep. Dad is instructing said child on how to play. Okay, my son has no problem with strategy games. He knows how to do it. He actually can play it better than my husband or I, most strategy games. So I find it very funny when my husband is trying to tell him how to play it. It's like, just let him play it. He can figure it out himself. Royal Games 2. I also have Royal Games 1. But this one was the one that was pulled up for Maynia. This one I'm doing on a Fiberlicious 32 count linen opal in the colorway Maldives. So this piece is big enough that I can do, I'll be doing both Royal Games 2 and 1 on it. So that's just kind of the start. So, and then the other one will go here. Gorgeous fabric. Absolutely love it. Yeah, Fiberlicious is another one. It's another one, good one to get her fabrics. I really like her fabrics. Okay, next is a Butternut Road, and it's Once Upon a Time. I really like this one. And this was a one-off, but the base color is Arctic Ice, and this is 18 count Ada. And then this just has gold glittery paint pretty much all over it. It's almost like a glue. Doesn't gum up your needle, easy to stitch through, doesn't cause any issues. But it definitely adds to the fabric. Okay, it's this way. I have to look because it's really hard to see where I've stitched. Can you see where I've stitched with it all the way back here? Yeah, not really. But if you get up close, you can see you got a little bit of white there. So that's kind of her hand holding the dove. So, but I think it's going to be really pretty on that. Just kind of give it that added. I mean, look how that sparkles! Yeah. Total fantasy storybook right there. And so much better than the tan that it's on. Nothing against a good tan. I love a good tan. Love a good tan fabric. Absolutely love a good tan fabric. Not for that piece. Victoria Chenko, Tinkerbell. I love her version of this, kind of a little bit anime-ish, which is very fun. This one I'm doing on another fabric flare. This is available to all. For those of you who don't know fabric flare, the fabric party, I should say. The fabrics that come out from the fabric party are only available to fabric party members for 6 months, and then they open to the general public. So this is one that's This is now up to the public, and this is 28 even weave in strawberry ice. That was very fun, kind of, and started up there on her hair. Gotta love the Tinkerbell hair. I think that one's gonna be really fun. I like how the, you know, I think the green's gonna really pop. Just all the colors are gonna go really, really well together. Okay, we're getting down to the bottom. We're getting down there. Okay, another Mirabilia, Gypsy Queen. Love this one. Love the colors, the patterns, the funkiness. It's awesome. And this is on and under the sea fabrics, and this is a 32 linen in Fiery Skies. And let's see, pretty sure that's part of her skirt. Right there in the middle. Yeah. It matches so perfectly with just the funkiness of the pattern, and the patterns in the pattern, and the colors in the pattern. So, I'm really excited to see how she turns out. Tongue twister there. Thought I heard footsteps. Whenever I hear footsteps, I have to hear which direction they turn. Well, which direction they go once they get to the bottom of the stairs. If they turn to come toward my craft room, or if they keep going straight. Okay, then we've got Enchanted Mermaid by Mirabilia. This one has a truckload of cryneck and beads and treasures. Excited to get to that point, but got to do the actual stitching first. So this is on a Fiberlicious, and it's 32 linen opal in Neverland. So I just kind of started on her hair. So just a little bit starting on her hair. And I do stitch in hand, that's why you get these wrinkles, because that's how I stitch. I bead, usually with a Q-snap, or a hoop, or squirrel rods. I've got all three. But I like keeping the fabric. I like doing it all and then kind of making a big Q-snap, and then just keeping the fabric taut so I can just do all the beads. Then we have Joan Elliott, the Angel of Cross Stitch. So in this one, I think is the older one. Yes, pretty sure it is. Yes, it's the older one. Because if I remember right, the newer one has the new colors. This one just has from 150 on. And this is on another Under the Sea Fabrics. This is another great neutral color. It's 32 linen in Selkie. And it's going to be really hard to see what I've done because it's practically the same color. There's a little line. There you go. Little line right there. Started stitching the top. Oh, wait. Maybe if I showed you the front, it'd be easier to see. I'm like, why is it like bulky on each end? There's the front. There we go. Now we got the full crosses. My back was looking good. I don't know how it'll look when it's all done, but looks good now. I'm one of those that I don't care how my back looks. Because honestly, who's seeing it? I'm the only one seeing it. And if you pay attention to, I know that Vaughn has mentioned it, well, I think she's mentioned it very briefly in passing because she is very particular about her backs. But I know Teresa Vanette, Kitten Stitcher, she doesn't necessarily care about the back because once you put a mat on the back, it hides all the stitches. You can't even see it. And I'm not entering these in fairs or any of that kind of stuff. They'll just be like hanging in my house. So I don't really care. Red by Mirabilia. I'm doing this exactly how it's charted, not doing a color change or anything on it. And this one I'm doing on a Fabric Flare. And this is a 28 even Misty Forest. And this is the reason why I'm not doing a change. There's the top. There's the fabric. I'm leaving it that bright red. because you will definitely know that that is Little Red Riding Hood. Or not so Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah. Definitely not so Little Red Riding Hood. Fancy Little Red Riding Hood. There we go. Okay, then we have Savannah's Curtsy by Mirabilia. Love this one. So the only thing I'm changing with this one is I'm taking out the floor. I'm not doing the floor at all. And the reason for that is because I'm doing it on a 28 even weave by Fabric Flare. It's white stage. So I'm pretty sure that's kind of the top of her hair. Right there. So she'll be kind of centered in the front of the stage like she's curtsying. Yep. That one I'm excited for. Also, I have another one I'm going to be doing on stage. It's a Halloween one that's pretty cute. One of these days. Okay. Oh! I only have like 3 more. Oh, I itch. It's the YouTube itch. Time Traveler by Joan Elliott. Love this one. I'm doing this one on what I think is the appropriately named New World. And it's a Fabric Flare, and it's a 28 even. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, and I'm doing it this way. It's actually upside down, technically. But I just kind of got top started with the clock. I discovered when I went to actually go do the very top of the clock that the very out border is, what was it? It was weird. Oh, no, it wasn't weird. It was a Krynic. I'm like, did not see that one coming. So, I probably have it in my Krynic stash, but Krynic I like to usually stitch right before I do the beads, just to keep it nice so it doesn't get mussed with a lot. Another Hay, this one's Vanity. I've seen so many people do this one. 'Tis gorgeous. Again, this is just a 25 count Lugana. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a Zweigart. And just got that little corner started. So, yep. Little tiny bit done. Oh, where are they? Hold, please. I'm gonna grab one thing that I've discovered has come in really handy with my Hays. Where did they go? Ah, there they are. This is what you have. This is what happens when you get a Glowforge and you're a cross stitcher. You make your own little corner guides. So this one I made out of wood. And then I'm like, ooh, I wonder if I can make it out of acrylic. So then we have the clear acrylic. I went a little overboard. And the yellow acrylic. And the blue acrylic. And one of my personal favorites, the green acrylic. Hard to see it, but it says the exact same thing as everything else. So it just has the holes for the 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. It works perfectly for starting Hays. Yeah, I was having fun with those. Ah, so many fun things. And then the last of the starts for Maynia, Winter Queen by Mirabilia. Did I mention I have a lot of Mirabilias? And she is being done, and this one is also now available to everyone. This is another Fabric Flare, 28 even, and the color is Pink Crystal Holly. Yep. And I am doing her on this. I really am. See, she started right there. Started her face up there. But I think she's gonna look so gorgeous. Anyway, so that was pretty much all my Maynia starts. That's one whip from a month ago. So those can now all be put back. So I'll show you the one pattern that I'm, for some reason, just got totally bit by a bug and have been working on this constantly. Is, hang on, gotta find the cover page. There we go, there it is. Death by cross stitch. You can see all my notes for colors. So I'd kind of gone down a bit here. I had done all this kind of intricate border from there to there. I got about halfway done with the unicorn, and then I just stopped. And then I picked it up again, because I'm like, I'm going to work a little bit on this. And then I just kind of have to put it back down. So I went from there, thread, don't lose that, to there. So I got the unicorn completely finished, and I got the little part underneath it done. I got the zigzag. So kind of these blank spots are going to be other colors. So I'm doing this all in Mo's Sale Floss, and I'm doing it all from her Moana line that she did. Because I got a full skein of Maui. Yeah, put this away so I don't lose stuff. So and then I kind of planned out where I'm going to put the other colors from it. So the bulk of it is Maui. And then the other colors that will be used, tucked away in this project bag, just because I didn't want them flying around. So the other colors we have are Grammatala, Hey Hey, Moana, Tamatoa, Pua, and Chief Tui. So those are all going to be integrated into that pattern at some spot, some point. Stick these back in here so I don't lose them. So, and that's really cross-stitch wise what I've been working on. Been doing some crocheting, been doing some sewing, been playing with my Glowforge a bit. I had a piece break that I had to get a new one, and I finally got that back, so I've been making fun little things with that. I've kind of been doing it all. It's been fun. Putting together a swing set. So that's pretty much it for the stitchy stuff. And I'll just show you my one thing of haul that I've got, and then I will send y'all on your merry way. So I picked up this. It's the Cross Stitch Crazy. And came with this little 2-in-1 card thingy. I don't know what I'm doing with that. But the reason I picked up this specific one, and I had to get it off of eBay because, of course, when it came out was when everything was shut down. So now things are starting to open back up, but this had already passed because this is the February. Whole reason I got this one is because, look, yours truly. Yep. That was one of the guests, the little guest reader panels. So that was exciting. I'm like, well, I have to get this. See, and then there's my comment was on the Flowers for You pattern. So you can see little me right there. I'm a celebrity. When I had my fabric shop, there was a company that contacted me to use my fabric for it was a fabric that was the Olympic rings, and so they contacted me because they wanted to use it for a picture in, oh, what was it? Hang on, let me look at the name of it. What was it? I don't know. It was one of those little. It's that one little thing that little insert magazine-y thingy that comes inside newspapers, which most of us don't get anymore. But One of those things. Anyway, so it had the picture with the fabric, and it linked my shop name, and it was all cool. And so I have that pinned up. And now I have the magazine I was in. I'm weird. What can I say? Fun. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let everybody go. Get back to their crafting or sewing or cooking or gardening or whatever that you're doing. Hope you have a great start of the summer. Great month. I'm thinking I might do a monthly thing, just kind of keep the projects that I've been working on. Though if I keep doing this, I'm just gonna have one project that I've been working a lot on. And then I'll kind of give an update. I'm hoping that soon I'll be able to go back up to Clearfield to help Cindy and, get some more fun projects and all that jazz. So, anyway, have a great, well, for me it's an evening. Have a great whatever time it is where you are, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.